never did. You see, my sister was the artist in the family, and so I just feel like seeing her draw and get all this positive reinforcement, I just kind of backed away from that. When I was, preteen, I saw my friends who were taking tap and ballet. I said, Mom, can't I take tap and ballet too? She said, you're too short. You could never be a ballet dancer. I want to give you lessons for something more practical. How about playing the piano? That was her passion, not mine. I sat at the piano bench and I did the scales and practiced those things with the little books, A, B, C. But neither my sister nor I took advantage of that. We didn't like the piano. Also, when I was a small child, there was a church in back of our house, and I would hear the church music. I just loved the singing. That got me into singing in church choirs all during high school, and also I sang in high school choir, and then a few of us were chosen for a small chorus. So that was the music that I enjoyed. I went to college as an elementary education teacher, and one of the requirements was for me to take art. So I sat in the back of the class and did my little art projects, and the teacher said I had talent. And I thought, talent in art? I don't think so. It was then I was introduced to bridge, and most of you know that just was my passion. So that teacher had the habit of coming a little bit late, and my bridge partner sat right next to me. You go, well, it's been 15 minutes, let's go! And we went off to the bridge game. So that was all there was to the art. But it was during the 60s. It was the age of Aquarius. So it was the age of Bob Dylan and Joan Baez. So what did I have to do? I had to take up the guitar. And I spent many an hour playing the guitar till my fingers had the inevitable blisters. I finally graduated. And I say finally because it took me 5 years to complete a 4-year course. And I was busy teaching. I had too much, I didn't have enough time for art. I was too busy prepping. Oh, and at night I was also going out every night drinking. Finally, I took some classes in art. Clay. When I got into that clay, it felt so good. I don't know if any of you have ever been into clay, but I loved it, and it's been in and out of my life and my passion for a long time. I would go on weekends with all these people who were into clay and ceramics, and we would spend the whole weekend there. They would just give us the keys and we could get in and work on our clay all weekend. I was in an advanced sculpture class, and my passion was to do an environmental sculpture. And I will send pictures around of my environmental sculpture. This is me before I had breast reduction surgery, and it was a whole room of and a whole environment of a derelict downtown. I had the music, I had the sounds, I had a neon window. It was life-size. And the trouble with my art too, I always wanted to do big things. I dreamt of having an entire house and doing the entire house in an environmental sculpture. Even now, when I took a clay class and I did this piece, I didn't want it to be this small. This is too small. I wanted it to be this big. But when you take clay classes, you have to just keep it within a certain size. So that was frustrating for me. All of these things I did the silk painting, and I have other silk paintings throughout my house. I did them, I played the harmonica, I played the guitar, I played the piano, I had a drum set, I played the drums until I had carpal tunnel. I did all those things. And they ended up being just splashes of color throughout my life, which I never followed through with. My life as an artist, maybe next time.